Hi again. So yesterday in one of the videos I got a question actually, about what I think are the positives and negatives of studying in Korea, or essentially higher studies or research in Korea. So I thought I would make this video about that. um, well, first and foremost, many of you would I think I'll just focus on 3 points. First and foremost, many of you would be knowing about this AI boom, right? um, Especially if you follow the stock market, that's always a very good indicator of where the money is, or where your future job prospects would be. So typically, AI boom has taken off, right? I mean, if you follow the global stock market, you would see that the AI stocks are insanely highly priced. So Korea right now is actually best place to take advantage of that stock. So you might be knowing that SK Hynix and Samsung essentially are two companies that are ideally placed right now for the AI boom. The valuations are off the charts, and therefore they are hiring a lot of STEM students, so to speak, from science. They have their own research labs as well, where they train graduates and postgraduates later for the kind of business that they want to do. So due to this AI boom, that's the first point. I think Korea right now is, along with Taiwan, of course, it's a very, very good place, very opportune place to be studying. Second point I would say is that even compared to, say, the corresponding big cities in Western Europe like Paris or Vienna, London, for example, I think Seoul is still cheaper, a lot cheaper actually, because compared to the salary that they give you, the living expenses are actually a lot less, especially food. You might be surprised that you get very decent quality, healthy food at a much cheaper price than, for example, what you would get in London. Also, I would say even in Seoul, which is the most expensive city. So I've stayed in Pohang and I've stayed in Seoul in the last 5 years. Even in Seoul, the rent to salary, this ratio is actually much to your benefit than in London. Well, keep London aside. I mean, I think London is extremely expensive, but even in Paris or in Switzerland, for example. So if you are considering Western Europe, I think compared to Western Europe, Seoul has a lot more to offer in terms of monetary benefits. Eventually, if you are coming here not on fellowship, I think you'll get to save a lot. Or when you are working and when you're earning, is also a much better place to actually save money. Yeah. The third point that I wanted to mention is basically SNU, Seoul National University, which is their most prestigious university. It's along with KAIST, I would say, which is in Daejeon. It's a city a little to the south. They're actually internationally renowned. They are top tier universities, even by international QS rankings. So if you are here, it really gives you a good global opportunity to expand your career, or to belong, so to speak. So I think that's the third point I wanted to cover. Third advantage of studying in Korea. So if you can break into Seoul National or KAIST, these places, these are absolutely amazing places to be in. Not easy though. There are a few fellowships that the Korean government offers, and I'll talk about them maybe in a separate video, in a much more detailed video than the one I had where I mentioned the JK scholarship. So that's all for today, and have a good day.